Hey everyone, Heavy Entertainment here with a new album review. Today I'm taking a look at the new Zakk Wylde solo album, Book of Shadows 2. Now if you don't know who Zakk Wylde is, he's the lead guitarist and singer for Black Label Society. He was also the guitarist with Ozzy Osbourne for 22 years. Book of Shadows 2 is Zakk's second solo album. The first one, Book of Shadows, was released all the way back in '96, so it's been a while since he's had his own solo material. If you're going into this album expecting the same sound as Black Label Society, you're probably going to be disappointed, as the majority of this album is slow and acoustic. The only parts that are played on electric guitar are a couple of guitar solos. However, if you can get past that, you're in for a really solid album. The first two tracks, Autumn Changes and Tears of December, are both entirely acoustic and give you a good introduction to what the feel of the album actually is. It's slow, chill, and relaxing. The next track, Lay Me Down, is one of the standouts on the album. It begins quite slow, quite like the other tracks, really allowing the listener to hear the rawness in Wylde's voice before going into the first electric solo of the album. The thing you'll notice with Zakk's solos is when he starts soloing on this album, he just goes for it. The thing with these solos is that the distorted sound of the solo and the acoustic backing, it makes for a really solid contrast. And my favorite track on the album has to be Darkest Hour. It has a song structure that's really similar to that of Lay Me Down, except the guitar solo lasts for almost 2 full minutes. As the album goes on, I did expect myself to become more bored while listening to it, as most of the songs have the same structure and sound. However, that didn't happen at all. As I listened on, I found myself becoming more invested into the songs and the guitar work on the album. Some other standout tracks on the album would be The Levee, Sorrowed Regrets, and Sleeping Dogs. The album ends with the song The King, which is probably the slowest track on the album. However, it really sets the atmosphere for what the album was going for, and it really ends the album on a strong note.
Although I may have faltered, I'm just a man, for I have been broken time and time again.
In conclusion, Book of Shadows 2 is a departure for the normal sound that Zakk Wylde normally plays, but it really gives him a chance to shine as a singer, guitarist, and songwriter. Personally, I give this album an 8 out of 10. It's a really good album to throw on if you're just relaxing around the house or if you're out going for a drive. I'd highly recommend it for anyone. Cheers!